Hi, my name is Peter Gudzinski. I'm a product manager at MaxScheduler. Today I'm going to be giving an introduction to our MaxScheduler routing software. As you see here is our main screen. The top part is a schedule. Columns represent resources, rows represent time. At the bottom you have tasks to schedule. Let's dig into the routing portion of the software. So let's get some definitions out of the way. So what is routing? What we define routing as is if you want to you have a job and it requires, say, 4 tasks to complete that job. That list of tasks is a route. And if you create a schedule taking into account routing, you end up often with this kind of natural staircase that you see here. One task following sequentially after another. Sometimes it's called a Gantt chart. It's something you see similarly in Microsoft Project. Route scheduling in manufacturing becomes pretty hairy pretty quickly because if you can imagine, you have many jobs ongoing in a facility, and therefore you not only have those individual tasks you need to track, but you want to treat those jobs as a whole. And that's the main kind of problem we're trying to solve with MaxScheduler. Yeah. So let's jump into some of the kind of how we go about solving this problem. One of the starting points, or the starting point we would call routes. And so say you want to create 2 types of project, widget 1, widget 2. In the routing screen, you identify the route name, which is the name of the product, and the task, and some information such as, the sequence of tasks. You have, so some of the tasks are cutting, drilling, painting, sawing. There's a sequence to them that goes 10 to 40. You assign a machine to complete that task. You specify a run rate for each of those tasks. We also have delay next task is a little bit of an option. In some settings, when you plan out the route, the second task can only start when the first task is fully complete. That makes sense in a lot of cases. In some cases where there's a great quantity of things being produced, for example, you make tens of thousands of bolts, you could actually start task 2 a few minutes after task 1 has been completed. So we incorporate that support for that within MaxScheduler Routing. We call it delay next task. If it has a value of -1, then the first task needs to be fully complete before the second starts. If you want we haven't really got a good name for this yet, probably proportional routing or something. You'll just enter in the amount of time in minutes. Okay, so the first step is you define routes. The next step is our job screen. Our job screen, the main information here is name. That's say the company name, the job you're about to produce. You specify which widget you want to create. You choose a priority number and a due date and a quantity. We have information to the left of name, and these are things in MaxScheduler. We have kind of free-form data field we call attributes, and so you can stuff information that, say, internally you want to track to keep on top of those jobs. So once you enter this information, you hit the Generate Task button, and what that does is it combines both the job information and the route information and generates what we call tasks. And that's what appears in the scheduling screen at the list view at the bottom. So let's unschedule everything. Yeah. So all the potential tasks are listed at the bottom. We also, one of the ideas is the ordering of those jobs when it gets scheduled is done according to priority. One of the big values, or one of the things one of the big values we offer with MaxScheduler Routing is we have an automatic scheduler. So what you do is you hit the automatic button, you enter in a start date, you enter in a start time, and what the software will do was automatically slot all those tasks based on priority and taking into account, building those natural staircases because you've entered the required information. So you hit the button, and what happens is it automatically slots all those tasks. So the top portion is when I was talking, similar to that idea of building, say, if you're in the bolt business, this is what your routing may look like. If you're, say, building large trucks, you have that full delay between tasks. I hope that's an informative introduction to you about our MaxScheduler routing. Thank you for your time.